It's been a week since the federal government stopped the use of Title 42 to limit immigration. The COVID-era rules were used to turn away asylum seekers in the name of stopping the spread of COVID. Large groups of migrants were predicted for the day Title 42 lifted, but the border seemed relatively quiet, especially in Nogales. The director of the Casalitas shelter here in Tucson says the actual surge came days ahead of the day 42 was actually lifted,
so that they would not be subject to turnbacks or be forcing to go through the CBP1 process, which is wildly behind on the number of folks that they're able to run through that system. So people attempted entry prior to that.
County and city officials say shelters still became so full migrants were almost released to the streets, but the city of Tucson was able to use motel rooms to handle the overflow using federal funds. They expect another $19 million to help cover shelter costs, but they say it's not clear what would happen if federal money stopped coming. Douglas Mayor Donald Hewish saying it's been business as usual this week. The city and community partners were prepared to have asylum seekers stay in their town after being processed at the Douglas Port of Entry, but none of the 130 cots have been used. Despite 2,200 migrants passing through Cochise County since last Monday, most of them did exactly that, pass through. They voluntarily went from a CBP bus to a charter bus that drove them to Tucson and Phoenix.
It's been a blessing to us in our community because they aren't wandering the streets waiting or not knowing transportation out of Douglas.
Because the number of people entering is lowering daily, Mayor Hewish and other community leaders don't expect drop-offs to occur over the next couple of days.